It is Teachers' Day, my dear friends. In the Pyramid Valley, we are celebrating the Teachers' Day by paying tributes to the greatest teacher of spirituality, Harold W. Percival. I am daily reading his great book, Thinking and Destiny, and I am writing extracts from that book every day. Such a great book, Thinking and Destiny, my dear friends, on this occasion of Teachers' Day. Our greatest master, Sri S.K. Rajanji, is going to deal at length on this great topic of Thinking and Destiny, written by the greatest master, Harold W. Percival. We want to introduce this book, Thinking and Destiny. From today onwards, Sri S.K. Rajanji, our senior most Pyramid master, will explain this book, Thinking and Destiny. The title itself is wonderful. As you think, so it becomes. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. Your thoughts are great beings, creating great destinies for you. Or your thoughts are worst beings, creating worst destiny for you. Be careful with your thoughts. Then you are having wonderful destinies. If you are careless with your thoughts, you are going to have horrible destinies. Sri S.K. Rajanji has kindly consented to deal at length on this great book, this great teaching, from this great teacher of spiritual science, Harold W. Percival. This is the best book I am holding, best book in the whole world. Something very different from all the other books. Many things are same, but some things are difficult. Some things are different. Whatever may be the differences, whatever may be the difficulties, we have to read this book. The more you study this book, the better person you will be. You will have more scientific thinking. I want everybody to read this book. I know it is a very difficult book, but we have to do difficult things. We are not here to do easy things. In every given lifetime, we are here to do some difficult things. And reading this book is a difficult thing. That's why we must do this. And Sri S.K. Rajanji would make it as very easy to go through this book, the concepts of this book. The nature units on the nature side slowly become ultimate units, the intelligences, through the triune selves. This is all new terminology for everybody, very fresh concepts for everybody. If you are a candidate for new terminology in spiritual science, if you are a candidate for fresh knowledge in this spiritual science, please go through this book, Thinking and Destiny, by Harold W. Percival. Thinking creates destiny, and no thinking creates the highest destiny. No thinking is meditation, my dear friends. The more you spend time in no thinking, the better your thinking in otherwise becomes sharper and better. You don't have to necessarily think always. You have to be away from thinking for a certain period of time, which is meditation. Meditators can easily understand this book. Meditators can easily understand Bhagavad Gita, any Bhagavad Gita by any master. This is a great Bhagavad Gita by Harold W. Percival. On this Teachers' Day, we are launching this book from the Pyramid Valley International by the grace of Sri S.K. Rajan. I request S.K. Rajan to be here.
Thank you, Brahmarshi Patriji, for the excellent introduction of this great book. So, my dear beautiful souls and co-creators, I would start by saying there could be no better book which is suited for the members of the greatest and the best movement, that is the PSSM, because you need a lot of knowledge to initially go through the book. And now that most of our masters have reached that particular stage, I think this is the best time to get into the great substance which has been given by the towering accomplishment of the great spiritual author Harold W. Percival. This book has crossed a lot of records, I would say. Having read this book, I should say that perhaps this is the only book which has taken almost 30 years to finalize. Harold Percival, the great spiritual guru who was from a devout Christian family, started knowing about spirituality in his younger days. He had its stint and entry into very many organizations, including the Theosophical Society, and then he decided that it is his duty to empower the world, to enlighten the world through his wisdom. And he initially says in the book that this is meant for the self, for the conscious self which is there in every human. The book, although it has been edited and the first edition has come out in 1946 and later it was reprinted at least 12 times, gradually it was again, lot of substance was added throughout his lifetime, and it has blossomed into a wonderful spiritual encyclopedia. As we read the book, we begin to understand that all our senses have been dormant for quite a long time. We realize that. Then, as we keep on reading, we advance in our stages of enlightenment. And we would ourselves be surprised why we were so dormant all this time. Then gradually we come to understand the relation between each individual and the universe, as also the purpose of our lives and the transformation that it takes in the gradual course. I think the delight which we get by reading this book and the awakening to wisdom that it gives is unparalleled. So, perhaps this is the only book which has taken this much time in the entire world, and that too by such a great spiritual author. So, on this great day, when we pay attributes, when we pay homage and honor to great spiritual teachers, it's the appropriate time that we honor this great stature or spiritual icon, Harold W. Percival, by inaugurating and starting the program. In the next few days, we will start with reading out the messages and then give the meanings of each of those messages which Patriji has taken the trouble to lend to give us, and which has been conveyed through audio messages all these days and is still being conveyed. So I would like to take a small part by explaining it each time this program goes on. So we have made the inauguration today, and from tomorrow onwards we'll be having audio messages with meanings for each of these parts of the book. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Happy
Happy
Teachers Day.
Day.
Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement.
Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement.
Happy
Happy
Pyramid Teachers.
Pyramid Teachers.
Happy
Happy
Pyramid Masters.
Pyramid Masters.
Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu.
Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu.
Learn meditation.
Learn meditation.
Practice meditation.
Practice meditation.
Teach meditation.
Teach meditation.
And spread meditation, my dear friends.
And spread meditation, my dear friends.
This is Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement.
This is Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement.
India and the whole world.
India and the whole world.
Message from Pyramid Valley International.
Message from Pyramid Valley International.
Bengaluru.
Bengaluru.